Yo, 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 welcome back out to the Cleveland Pulse YouTube channel. Before I get into this one, remember, you guys know the drill. Drop a like down below, helps out the channel a lot. And make sure, if you're not subscribed, make sure that you drop a subscribe down below. About 90% of our viewers are not subscribed. So if we could get a lot of you guys to transition over into being subscribers, that would be greatly appreciated. But today, we are going to be getting into the second installment of our draft player profile for the 2021 NBA draft as far as it concerns the Cleveland Cavaliers. So for this, we're going to have 4 videos. Justin is taking 2 G League prospects, and I will be taking 2 prospects who are actually coming out of college. And we're going to be talking about, who they are as players and what we feel about them as it pertains to the Cleveland Cavaliers being in the 3rd draft position. So today I'm going to be talking about a Gonzaga superstar here, Jalen Suggs, the 6'4", 205-pound guard. He made a big splash last year as far as leading Gonzaga to a great season, not getting, the whole job done, losing in the finals of March Madness, but getting all the way to the championship game, having a crazy season where it took them forever to pick up a loss. Some of his career stats here, the 2020-2021 season, 14.4 points a game, 5.3 total rebounds, and 4.5 assists. So not a huge prolific scorer, but you also have to take in consideration that he is someone who was on a pretty stacked roster. He did not have to do all of the scoring on his college team. Comes from a great program in Gonzaga. I'm sure everybody remembers that crazy half-court buzzer beater that he put up in order to clinch a game. Which is something that I like. I think that it says something that Gonzaga trusted him with the ball there. I think that it's a little bit of a red flag, only a 75% free throw shooter. This was something that I didn't like about Isaac Okoro when we drafted him, is that his free throw percentage was so low. Only being at 75%, it's not terrible. There's not a lot of guys left that could shoot from the free throw line at a high percentage, but you wish it was a little bit higher than that. 50% from field goal overall, and 33% from the three-point line. So not too terrible. He seems like he has decent range, but one of my favorite aspects, at least in the few highlights that I watched of Jalen Suggs, is really his body control. I think that for being a bigger guard, 6'4", 205, that's pretty big for a point guard, even in the NBA standards and definitely in college. But just him around the rim, him on the defensive side of the ball, and even him, getting some rebounds. I think that I really liked his body control. I think his athleticism is there. I don't think he's as athletic as maybe a Jalen Green or even a Jonathan Kuminga, but I don't really know what all the hubbub is about of not wanting this guy. I think a couple things are true. If you see the Cavs draft Jalen Suggs, we're most likely moving on from Colin Sexton. We're moving on from a guard in general. This kid is big enough to play the 2, and if we got rid of Colin Sexton, we would move Garland to the 1 permanently and then have him at 2 and then play a smaller, 3 in Okoro at 6'5". But I think it makes sense here that we should, draft Jalen Suggs if he's available. I think that he'd be a great fit if we're planning to move on from Colin Sexton. Now, the other player that I'm going to be covering in my second draft profile, you guys really need to be on the lookout for that, and just look out for all of these uploads. We're going to be coming hard with uploads for the rest of the week. But I really like this kid. I really like that, Gonzaga put their trust in him down the stretch. They wanted him to have the ball in clutch situations. So that tells you something, being a huge program, in college basketball that Gonzaga is, that this kid is something special. I think that a lot of people might think that we missed out on premier talent if we draft Jalen Suggs at 3, but I'm not too sure. I know that Cade Cunningham is most likely going 1. I think that's the consensus. I think the Houston Rockets have said that if Jalen Green, if the Rockets can't move up to get Cunningham, then Jalen Green will be the pick that they select. So if we are really not interested in paying Colin Sexton, I don't see why Jalen Suggs is something to be disappointed about here. I think he could be an instant impact player. I think he can create his own shots, and I think that he can have a good contribution, maybe playing off the ball a little bit in the NBA level. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts below on Jalen Suggs. How do you feel about the Cavs drafting him? Check out our other profile videos. We're going to have all of them. I'm going to make a playlist for them, and yeah, so make sure that you comment, drop a like, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.